How everybody doing? I'ma stay smiling. Got to stay smiling. That's all people want you to do is frown. But you realize you don't really have nobody in your circle that willing to see you happy. That's one thing I never witnessed before. Not just in my circle, I used to have other people's circle too. It's a sad thing to be a witness of, to recognize that nobody around you wants you to be happy. They could be happy with you, but they don't want you to be happy. They usually be the people that you care about. Usually the people that you want to see happy. They be the one that do not want to see you smiling. That's why I say I always stay with a smile. When you stay with a smile, you see who truly is your friends, who truly care about your happiness. A person that like to see you smile is a person that you want to keep around. If anybody got an attitude, got something to say because you happy, and cut them off. Cut them off and continue smiling. Because the world that you live in is not based off what they think about you. It's based off how you feel. That feeling could go left too. Now don't get it twisted. But the thing is, you gotta stay unbothered. You keep worrying about what happened in the past. You keep worrying about what happened, what's going on around you. By the time you know it, man, you, you too focused on what people think, not realizing that your life is passing you by. You're not realizing that the plan that was made for you, the plan that was made for you to thrive, the plan that was made for you to operate out of, by focus on other people, what they think, how they feel about you, you're always gonna miss the signs. You're always going to miss the sign that God trying to show you that your company is not for you. That's why I learned how to keep myself happy. Can't go wrong. Doesn't matter what's going on. What matters is you. Man, my life has been crazy, man. Since I started this journey, it's been hectic, but I find peace. I find joy. I find happiness. So what does matter? And nobody was in my circle. Nobody that I knew wanted this for me. Everybody had their own agenda when it come down to how they going to stop me, what they going to do to make my life more miserable. But they didn't realize that the day they cut me off, the day they decided to, you know what, forget about King. He ain't nobody. It's the day they made my life the happiest. This is the day they made my life one of the happiest moments of my life. Since I never got nothing from these people, I never got not even a gift, but I got them a lot of things though. Not one person, not one person in my past could say I did not do for them, but ain't none of them could say what they did for me. And that was, when I realized that was the best gift they ever gave me, was cutting me off, because that was holding me back. People was holding me back. People that I care for. People that want me to do for them Want them to put them on top while I'm still here in the bottom, not eating the crumbs. Well, everybody happy now, right? You'll think everybody happy since you was the problem, since they didn't want to see you elevate, they didn't want to see you do nothing good for yourself, and they didn't want to be in your life. You'll think they'd be happy. Just to find out these people miserable. That's what happened when you cut, when you disrespect and burn a bridge with somebody that actually want to see you do good. When you bring a bridge to somebody that never did you wrong, always be there when you call them. That's when they start realizing that they screwed up. They start realizing the friend they team up with to go against you, feel the same way about them, how they was feeling about you. That's when you get the joy. That's when you figure that out. When you see it, that's when you start smiling more. Cause you realize ain't nobody holding you back no more. You realize that they stress, they stressing each other out. They problem no longer for you to solve. Cause you was the one they run to when everything go wrong in their life. You was the one they run to when they need help, they need a ride, they need to get to a certain point, they need good advice. I'm happy, man. I'm just happy, so happy, dog. This ain't no Instagram. This ain't no full social media. I'm truly happy in my world, man. Even when these people trying to put me through things, to this day they still do. They still sending people my way. They still sending female my way. Think that if I have a female in my life, they could slow me down. They could stop me from my path. Nah, man. They don't realize that I'm in my purpose. They realize that, they know that, but they trying to stop it. Cause the more I the more I go into my purpose, the more I focus on it, the more they realize things about themselves. The more they realize how selfish it was, the more they realize that what they believe in was the wrong path. I see it all, man. When you focus on yourself, when you focus on what's going on around you, in your energy, you see everything. That's I can tell you that's the first step about tapping into the spiritual life, man. Separate yourself from everybody. You will never know who you truly are, who you truly meant to be, meant to do in life, unless you separate yourself. How can you say you hear God's voice, but you got all these people in your ears? How can you hear God's voice when you're trying to get some peace of mind, trying to meditate? You got somebody come in your ear tell you about some nonsense, trying to make you hit the club, trying to make you hit the bar, get some drink, let's get some smoke. How can you focus on God like that? That was the best gift all of them ever gave me. And it took all of them to get together to say screw me, to say, you know what, their life would be much better if I was dead. That's the energy I'm picking up. That's the energy they were throwing at me. That's the energy they was operating out of. They're still trying to send people to confuse me, to keep me stuck. But the thing is, man, I'm more focused on me now. That self love becomes so easy. Even though they think I do not know what's going on. Even this little slim girl they sending my way, trying to confuse me, trying to try to make me get in some relationship. I don't know what the hell they got going on, but I know what they got going on, but it just don't make no more sense no more. I'm far gone. Every day I wake up to a brand new me. Every day I wake up, I realize that there's more to life than just a relationship, just a piece of ass, or just hanging out in the club. And it's more to life than that. I'm making a difference out here in the world, even though they trying to make it seem like I ain't doing nothing. But the world could see it. I see it clearly because the way before my awakening, before I started doing what I'm doing, ain't nobody was speaking of spiritual life. Ain't nobody knew what really a spiritual life was about. The only thing they know about spiritual is demonic. Of course, when you're making change in your life, when you see there's a better way than how society wants you to think, wants you to believe, of course you're gonna get attacked. Of course, the people that you're speaking to, most of the people that you're speaking to, they don't want to hear it. When they start questioning the life they were living, people like to live in lies. They don't like to know the truth. To be honest, they know the truth. They just don't want to live it. Man, the only thing that made me feel good in life is knowing the truth, finding that truth. And now I see that I do not need nobody closure. I do not need nobody to come tell me. I could figure it out the truth by myself, just being connected with the spirit, just being one with God. You don't need no closure. Closure is a man-made thing just to keep you stuck around people. Why do you need closure about people that did you wrong? From people that did you wrong? Why you need to figure out why they did you wrong? What sense that they made once you already moved on? The only people that want closure from you is the people that did you wrong. The people that did you wrong that act like they didn't do nothing wrong. You know why? That closure is to get them closer. That closure is to get them in a position so they could do the same thing all over again. I don't believe in closures. If you want closure, the best one for them to do is to forget about it, move on with their life. But it's so hard for them to do because everything about themselves was based of your good advice, was based off the motion that you set, was based the enlightenment, the easy life that you give them. But once you cut that off, they get wild. They don't like you no more. They hate you. They want to kill you. They want to take everything from you. But what they could take from you, ain't nothing they could take from you. Cause you happy just having your peace. To the point that you don't care what they trying to block in your life. As long as they ain't block. Me personally, I don't care what they trying to block. They could block the relationship. They could block whatever. As long as I know they can't block me away from God, the one that tell me the truth, the one that give me peace, the one that show me love, the one that connect me to everything that is, the true God, the true creator, the spiritual creator, the one you cannot learn from religion. It's more than enough. That's why I stay going. That's why I stay going. I ain't stopping. The more I I get closer to God, the more I find out about myself, the more I know who I am, and find out who my enemy truly is. At first, I didn't know who they truly is. Now I see everything through the spirit now. I'm no longer looking at the flesh. I'm no longer speaking to the flesh. I'm in the spirit where I cannot lose, where I cannot fall, and where I cannot be held back. That's the power of the Spirit of God. That's the strength that you need to survive. If you don't have that strength, you're just going to give up in life. That's how people end up committing suicide, end up just giving everything up, just feel like ain't no coming back from where they at right now. It's always coming back. Every day you wake up, you always have a chance to make it back. You always have a chance to gain more than what you lost. You just gotta put the spirit. You just gotta put the spirit in front of you. You just gotta put God first and understand and see the red flags. Cause the red flag you miss is the red flag that coming back to bite you. Doesn't matter who it is, man. You know when somebody lying to you. You know when somebody ain't keeping it 100. Why let that keep happening? At certain time, you could allow it to happen to a certain limit, to a certain extent. Because regardless if you let it happen for too long, you might end up losing your life. Man, my life's still going on. My life's still going on. I'm still gonna get everything that's rightfully mine. And guess what? You know what is happening? Just everything working in my favor. Because because I put God first. I ain't put no religion first. I ain't putting no book first. Every chance I get in life to choose, to make a decision, to make a choice, I'm always gonna choose myself. Because what God teach me, what the Spirit teach me, that choosing yourself, choosing the life that He provide for you, is putting Him first. And knowing that you're always gonna be guided, protected, and no reason to have fear. That's why I'm powerful. That's why I'm in the position that I am today. Because I will never let no one stop me from serving the one that created me the right way. Not to make money off nobody, not to scam people out their money, not for me to drive a Mercedes Benz, not for me to own a big church to preach, to drain people out their money and energy. It's not in my blood. It's not in God's will. Regardless or not, man, I'm still gonna get what I need. I'm still gonna get what I deserve. I'm still gonna have the people that are meant to be in my life, no matter what situation it be. You know what they say? What meant to be always be. What God have for you is only for you. So stop trying to force people to like you. Stop trying to force people to agree with you, or to just to see what you have going on. Because what you have going on don't have nothing to do with them. All they gonna do is say a few words, trying to get your mind off that, trying to tell you it's not going to work out, trying to make you seem like you're crazy for going that route. Ain't nothing crazy. Ain't nothing in this world is crazy. The only thing that's crazy if you let people make you think you're crazy for thinking of a bright idea. How it's crazy for trying to reach the stars. How it's crazy for trying to achieve everything people say you cannot achieve. How it's crazy for believing the God that show you life, that show you love, that show you what you're missing. Man, if anybody think they can make me change my mind, my ways of being, They got something coming. Man, I want to talk about the enemy, what they going through right now, but I can't do it because I'm about to put the spotlight on them. It's all they want. These people, these low vibration people don't care about nothing about life. They don't care about God. All they care about getting some clout. All they care about them. They wishing for me to speak their name out. They wishing for me just to say something about them, just to show people that they everything they say about me was true, but everything they ever said about me was nothing but lies. Everything that they ever heard about me from the people that's doing witchcraft, from the practitioners they hired, from people they around the way they got trying to attack me or set me up. Everything based off lies. Guess what I do? I do exactly what God tell me to do. Don't focus on them. Just keep going. They nothing but lies. They will never stick. And that was the truth. As long as I'm living my truth, as long as I continue doing what I'm doing, I'll forever be blessed. And the people that want to lie, that want to go against me, they're allowed to demon to attach to them so they could do the devil's work. They're always going to get what's coming. They never last, they never survive. Hmm. That's why I say, man, a lot of people miss out on their blessing because of what they because of them thinking about what people are gonna say about them. A lot of people miss their mark, miss the sign, miss their purpose. The reason that God created them to be because they separated through all type of way through religion, especially religion. Who said that you can't do business with somebody outside your religion? Who said that you can't fall in love outside your religion? Who say that? Men say that. Them demons say that. Divide and conquer. That's who say that. That's why we so messed up out here in the world. We too busy being divided. We too busy trying to find approval from everything but God. We too busy worrying about the book instead of worrying about the voice that's in our head. The silent voice. That wonderful voice. That safe voice. Nurturing voice. That voice that always gonna guide you to the right spot. That voice always gonna tell you this person is not for you. Not the human voice, not the pastors, not nobody else but God's voice. Because only God knows what's best for you. Only God know what you need to be, where you need to be, how you need to be. A suit, a dress, don't make you better than nobody. God is not looking for perfect. Because God didn't create us perfect. So if you think that because I dress the way I talk, how I live my life, is not godly, you don't know what God is. Because God only wants you to be yourself. God only wants you to accept yourself for who you are. Until you start loving yourself, accepting who you are, not caring what nobody think about you, you will never know who truly God is. Because you too focused on outside of you. You too focused on outside. You think the kingdom is outside of you. The kingdom must start from within. Your kingdom must start with God's kingdom. That's within. That's in you. Nowhere else. So if you want to be a slave to the system, you want to be a slave to your religion, hey, you're free to do what you want to do. But I'm free. I'm free because I believe in God. I'm not bound to no religion. Not even the group 7 they say that I'm on. I'm not even bound. I can't get bound to nothing but God, because that's who's gonna guide me. Not these groups, not these religions, not these schools, not these government. Nobody, nobody from the street could guide me, because everything that I need to know, everyone that's coming my way, God always give me a heads up. Always. And stop messing, stop dealing with, stop trying to ruin that girl reputation, man. Y'all creating nothing but fake pages. Y'all making fake phone calls just to destroy something God had planned. That ain't gonna work for me. See, the thing is, I don't worry about what people been through, they past or nothing. As long as they able to, they won't do that around me. As long as they not with that low vibrational, they're willing to change. They're willing to see God. They're willing to let God make the change for them in their life. That's all that matters. You can't get that type of love from your religion. You can't get that type of love from nobody but God. Only God what's matter. Only Creator what's matter. Cause you doesn't matter. You doesn't matter unless God is involved. See, when I was running demon time, when I was out here on the street, it wasn't nobody didn't give them about me. Nobody was not paying attention to me until they start seeing me focus on God, focus on the Spirit, speaking the truth, getting the messages. That's when everybody start focus on me. The true clout, the true, the true fans, the true whatever you call it, popular, the true everything that you need. The truth is rely with God. If you want clout, you're gonna have to get with God. If you want to bow down to the demons, if you want to do what these demons say, you want to sell your vessel to the demons. The best way to do is God, and God's gonna provide. You just got to be strong. You have to have the faith. You always stay strong and never give up. And just know God got you. That's why people hate about me, because I refuse to bow down to their level. I refuse to let the money control me. I refuse to do anything bad to anybody because somebody flashed money in my face. That's not godly. That's not how God operates. The world need more love than ever right now. All this separation, all this division, all this mess that we're going through ain't necessary. If we just stop fighting each other and start showing each other love, I guarantee all this suffering that we're going through will no longer exist in our world. All this fear, all this trauma, anxieties, stress. With God, it doesn't exist. In the spirit, it doesn't exist. Because why? The truth was been spoke. God already give you the wisdom. God already give you the knowledge. God already show you where your true happiness is at. And only in your purpose. Only in your purpose. The true love that you're looking for. The life that you always wanted, you dream of. Only in your purpose you'll find it. Because only God could give it to you. No human, no religion, no government could give you what you want in life. God could. Trust me. It's working in my favor. God showed me everything that I ever needed. God showed me who was holding me back. What was holding me back. God showed me on looks I focus on Him. I'm forever be loved. I'll forever be safe. I'm forever be guided. That's the life of being a king. A king is for the people. And the king only bow down to the Most High. So who are you? Are you a king or are you a servant? If you're a king or a queen, the only person you need to serve is God. No one else. I love y'all, man. Get real with the program. Get with God. Get with yourself. Get to know who you are. And I promise you'll see how powerful that you really are. Deuces.